One of the things that drives me crazy about the show Sister Wives is when the show does not address the inconsistencies in polygamy, or at least the version of polygamy that the Browns present to us. So in this is from season 12. This episode is not available on Max anymore. It is available on Philo, which is where I watched it. They have gone up, meaning Meri, Janelle, Christine, Robin, and some of Meri's family, to go look at the house, the B&B. That she eventually purchases. And in this conversation, Meri is talking about the fact that she doesn't feel like she has a place in the family. And she very specifically says, I'm not going to go over to their house and raise their kids. Now, on one hand, as a person, I think that's fair. But that is not consistent with what they told us about polygamy. This is where the show should have sat her down and said, hey, this sounds a little different. Can you talk about it? And maybe part of it is that she feels differently now. Maybe it's because of Cody. I'm going to get to that in a second. But the idea is they spent all these seasons, the previous 10 seasons, telling us these are all our children. The benefit of having sister wives is we get to raise them. When my kids are up and out of the house, I'll still have children to raise, all of that. And then when Meri has an empty nest, she's saying, I don't want to raise, I want to go over to their house. That's their house, all that kind of stuff. And I'm not saying Meri's wrong for feeling that way. I'm saying it's weird to me that a show that spent 12 seasons telling us one narrative doesn't even address the fact that now it sounds like the narrative is a little different. Additionally, the biggest problem I have is probably the part of the reason that she feels unwelcome in these other homes is because Cody has cut her off. This is after the catfishing thing. He keeps saying, we're going to work on our relationship. It is 1,000% apparent that he is not going to work on his relationship and that she does not feel welcome in his homes. And there's no amount of her having conversations with Janelle or Christine, Robin, that is going to fix how she feels in this family. Because in this same conversation, Christine is saying, even the teenage boys notice that you show up late, you're on your phone the whole time, and you leave. This is after the catfishing. This isn't talking about during the catfishing. This is talking about after she has sort of reconciled with Cody. But he is clearly still saying, yeah, we'll reconcile, but not now. Get out of my space. Get out of my way. Don't talk to me. And it's crazy to me that they're pretending like this is something that just the sister wives can manage. The sister wives cannot manage this. They cannot manage this because of the fact it has to do with Cody. And he is vamoosed out of there. He doesn't go to this B&B viewing. He isn't going, he's going to counselor meeting with her occasionally that we see, but he's not really engaging in it. I felt the same way when Meri and Janelle went to counseling, because it was like, there's nothing that Janelle can do to solve the core problem, which is that Cody doesn't want to be around Meri anymore. So it just drives me crazy because I feel like what Meri is saying, I'm not criticizing her for it, but I feel like the show, the documentary, should be highlighting the fact that this seems inconsistent with some of their earlier, what they told us a million times over, and why not explore that a little and say, hey, do you want to share let's ask some questions, let's talk about it. Did you think you would feel differently? Is it that you've changed your mind now that you're here, you understand things differently? Is it the fact that your crappy husband, it makes you feel unwelcome everywhere you go, so you don't feel welcome in his households? Come on, let's get to the truth here.